Vegan Recipes with Pat and Emily.
Welcome to my kitchen. Today on It's Vegan, I'm going to be showing you how to make a walking taco. And you may not know what a walking taco is, but if you attend any Little League games or a lot of fundraisers, what you're going to find is they have walking tacos, and it's basically a taco in a bag. So I thought it's time to veganize that so we can enjoy it as well. Now, if you enjoy the content that we bring you, please like, subscribe, and share our channel. So let's get started on that walking taco. We're at the stove right now, and I'm going to be cooking the lentils. This is how I make the filling. So I've put in some water and some lentils. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then we will simmer it for about 10 minutes. The lentils have cooked about 15 minutes, and now I'm going to add another half a cup of water, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of the quinoa. Turn the heat up, bring it up to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, lower the temperature and simmer for another 15 minutes. Okay, the timer went off. Quinoa should be done. It looks finished. Now to complete our filling, we are adding in some taco seasoning. I will get that a little bit later off camera. I'm adding kidney beans that I've cut in half and some homemade salsa. Now for the seasoning, I only used a tablespoon, but if you like it spicier, this would be the time to taste this and add more if you need it. You could use probably up to 2 tablespoons. I'd also like to mention that this filling freezes very well, and it's also delicious just in regular tacos or burritos. All of the ingredients are assembled, and I've gathered some containers to make the tacos in. You see, I have a goblet there. I thought, hey, if you wanted to be fancy, that goblet would be nice. And it has a handle to hold on to. There's a wide mouth canning jar. It's a pint size. Then I have some smaller containers. You need something a little bit wide at the top so you can actually get your fork in there and eat it. And if you needed something disposable, there are some nice disposable cups that you could use. If I'm assembling it, and I will assemble 1 or 2 for you, you're going to start with your Fritos, your refried beans, your filling, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and then if you want to get it hot, you could leave some sriracha out. There's onions. Bob John's makes this special hot pepper powder mix. There's jalapenos and banana rings. And lastly, I have this hot sweet mustard a friend of mine, El Seal, makes, and it is so delicious with this filling. Now, all the ingredients are gathered, and we are going to start with the Fritos. So crunch them up in the bag. And of course, you could be using any chips. You could use the Takis right now as well. Put in a scoop of refried beans. These have been heated, and I added a little water to thin them a bit. There's our taco filling. Next, if you're adding onions, I think this is the spot. A little bit of lettuce. Some tomatoes. In this case, I used cherry tomatoes that have been sliced. And lastly, put on some of those cheddar shreds. Look how nice that is. It's perfect for around a bonfire or at a game like you see. I'm going to show you how to assemble it if you just bought a big bag of Fritos. So take a handful. It's going to be about 3/4 of a cup if you measured it out. Crunch them up in your hand. So now a scoop of the refried beans. I got a little bit on the side. Next will be our filling. A little bit of lettuce, some onion if you're serving onion, tomato, and of course the cheddar shreds if you're using them. Look how nice that is. It's so easy to hold in the goblet. I want to show you what it would look like in a mason jar. Now this particular mason jar is a 2-cup or a 1 pint. Put your chips in there. You're just going to crush them up in your hand. Of course you want a wide mouth mason jar. Start with a little bit of refried beans, just following the usual layering. Some of the filling, and again this filling freezes, or you can make that a couple days out. A little bit of onion, lettuce, tomato, and some cheese. There you have it. Looks pretty nice. Now sometimes you may need a disposable container, so I'm going to show you a smaller one. This one's pretty small. It could be actually an hors d'oeuvre size. So you'll just do it exactly the same. The refried beans, the filling, of course you're using a little bit of less of everything because this is a small size. Onion, tomato, and some cheese. And isn't that cute? Time for the taste test. I'm going to start with the bag of Fritos. It's truly a walking taco. You're going to want to dig down into the bag and get a little bit of everything so you taste all the ingredients at once. The crunchiness is still there. It has the true taste of a taco. So these are really convenient. If you were going to use a mason jar, you would just, when you were eating it, dig down into the side of it so that you can get a little bit of everything. The goblet is just so easy to hold and would be great at any type of gathering. And if you needed just a little hors d'oeuvre size, here you go. Thank you again for stopping by. The recipe link will be below and some additional recipe details. Again, thanks for stopping by. We really appreciate you.